What's up, everybody? So, emergency kind of episode here. This is not the topic I planned on bringing to you today, but we got to talk. Apparently, Doug Pederson is not safe. Apparently, the meeting on Tuesday did not go well. Lot to discuss here, guys. What's up, Eagles Nation? What's going on, NFL world? How you doing, division rivals? This is Steven Hyder with Gate City Sports Channel, the sports channel where the cerebral NFL fan comes for about 10 minutes of daily content. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whenever it is you get around to watching this, guys. Once again, my name is Steven Hyder, and this is Gate City Sports Channel. Well, this is new. Today's topic. Well, news broke that maybe some of the preliminary reports about Doug Pederson were a little premature. Maybe his job isn't as, comfortably locked in as it might have appeared, right? Like, Doug definitely exhibited some, positivity when he was asked about this. He felt pretty confident that he would be back. But this is why I always say you kind of have to wait until these meetings are conducted, because you don't know if there's going to be an inseparable difference between the coach, the GM, and the owner. I mean, that's what it appears like to me. And by no means am I saying that 100% Doug Pederson's out the door. Like, this could still technically be worked out here, guys. But I'm going to be honest. Doug said something the other week, and I made a video about it, but I really focused on the perspective of just the quarterback. He said the words, too many voices. And I do think there's an element of that saying that is directly selfish and related to Doug. To where Doug is saying, we brought Rich Grandrello in. We brought Marty Morningweg in, right? These are veteran guys. Both of them have been offensive coordinators. Both of them got some time in the league. I thought Rich Grandrello was a very good quarterback coach, but we never used him really in that role. Obviously, Rich Grandrello was supposed to bring in elements of the Shanahan offense, right? That more of that motion and movement, quarterback under center, kind of boot action type stuff that we didn't see a whole lot of. We saw some pieces of it here and there. We were given excuses about the offseason not being ideal. You look at Marty Morningweg. This is a traditional West Coast guy. He's been around forever. This is a guy that knows the staples of the West Coast offense. And then we brought in Andrew Briner, who we found out later on was also working with Carson Wentz along with Press Taylor. And obviously, Briner is a spread offense concept guy. Doug was saying he felt like his voice had been minimized, is what I take away from that statement that he made. And I just find it ironic that we go into a meeting that should have been a layup. Like, all right, Doug, like, explain to us what happened. Give us some bases of how to change this. What are your plans to make this look better? And we come out of that meeting and things aren't copacetic. Things aren't right. Clearly, Jeffery Lurie was not satisfied with what Doug said. I mean, let's be real. Outside of Doug probably feeling minimized in his voice, right? That this needs to be my offense. This needs to be my play calling. Like, I'm pretty sure that's what Doug was expressing. Some other areas of contention or sticking points might have been over personnel on the coaching staff. I mean, I've been kind of wondering why Press Taylor is still here. I don't dislike Press Taylor personally. And maybe this guy, from a mental perspective, is a very smart football guy. Maybe this guy really understands the X's and O's and the schemes, and he understands, like, strategy and things like that when it comes to football. That's great. But, like, I've coached quarterbacks, guys. I have previous experience here. I know when I see improper fundamentals. This guy is not a very good positional coach. I'm just going to be honest. He's not a very good positional coach. I'm shocked that he's still here, and I'm assuming that this potentially, and I'm going to be honest, guys, it's speculative, but I'm assuming this potentially could have been pushback from Doug. Doug has lost a lot of guys that maybe he feels like were his guys, and now they're gone. Maybe he looked at this and said, look, my quarterback likes this guy. I like this guy as the head coach. Like, I had to push back, man. You already fired guys that I said I wanted back, and they got the axe the next day. So, I don't know, guys. That's what I'm thinking here. I'm thinking that things could have changed. And I'll be honest with you, man. This really throws a wrinkle if we separate from Doug, and that's a big assumption here, guys. I'm not to that point of thinking that's 100% what's going to happen, but I definitely feel like some of these early reports should have chilled out. Because, like, I was always wondering that, too. Like, how are you making these judgments before they've even met? Like, it doesn't even make sense. I said it before. You go back, and Andy Reid, I think, had 5-win season following the Super Bowl that he survived. But outside of that, outside of, like, your first year coaching, I don't know what guys had under 5 wins or less that survived. We might have to really go back on that. There's a lot going on here, guys. There's a whole lot going on. What I will say is this. This really throws a wrinkle into the quarterback conversation, right? Because new coach coming in, if that were to happen, we don't know if they prefer Carson. We don't know if they prefer Jalen Hurts. We don't know if they prefer to use the 6th pick in the draft to go get a guy. It really changes the perspective of things here. And, that's definitely catching my attention now. Like, it had already been playing in my mind, like, don't rule out the Eagles taking a quarterback in the first round. I think it's unlikely. But I wouldn't be, like, completely like, where did this come from? Like, I know how the Eagles are. Now it makes you feel like, okay, like, now we really got to pay attention to this. Me personally, you got a first-round quarterback you gave up multiple draft picks to get, and you got a second-round quarterback. Me personally, if I'm the owner, I'm like, dude, you got to make this work. Like, we're not spending any more freaking draft capital here on the quarterback position. Figure it out. But it's always in the back of my mind with the Eagles, guys. You heard Howie. They think they're a quarterback factory. Never mind the conveyor belt's broken. They're a quarterback factory. This is weird, guys. I didn't anticipate making this video. This is not the video I had planned for you guys. I wanted to keep diving into the salary cap stuff for y'all, but this seems like too big of a topic to just kind of ignore. I don't know. I don't have anything else to really report, guys. What I'll ask you to do is, if you guys start catching wind of things, give me it down below, but link me to sources, guys. Don't just give me rumors. Like, link me to the source of the rumor. So that way we can, potentially make another video if we need to address some of the things that are coming out about the football team. So if you guys do run into that, hey, guys, I would love to have you all put it down below and tell me what you guys are finding out. But, man, off season is here. It is beginning, and boy, we're taking some twists and some turns. As we find out more information, guys, I'll try to update the situation. But after that, guys, hey, we'll go back to the salary cap. I have a lot of film to break down on the season between the quarterbacks. I wanted to break down each of our receivers. Like, there's still a lot to break down, guys. So I'll see y'all in the next video. I appreciate y'all watching. Enjoy your Sunday football, guys, because, hey, at least we got some playoff football to watch. All right, y'all. Peace. I'm out of here.